The market is at a crossroads, and where it goes next has big implications across asset classes. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete Forex market briefing for June 12th. Currency markets are being driven by a complex mix of central bank policy, geopolitical risk, and shifting growth expectations. Let us break it all down. Here is a snapshot of how the major currency pairs are trading today. Euro to US dollar is trading at 1.16, gaining 0.26% on the session. The world's most traded pair is driven by ECB versus Fed rate differentials. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Europe sells weapons, which are used to attack India, says Ian Jaishankar, calls out US's double standards on Russian oil purchase, Deccan Herald. Pound sterling to US dollar is trading at 1.34, gaining 0.24% on the session. Sterling is highly sensitive to UK inflation data and Bank of England rate guidance. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Monero prices rocket to $438 amid $120 million on-chain laundering maze. US dollar to Japanese yen is trading at 160.29, losing 0.15% on the session. Dollar yen tracks the US-Japan rate differential and Bank of Japan intervention risk. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. USD SGD is trading at 0.7786, gaining 0.3% on the session. The Singapore dollar reflects Asian FX sentiment, trade flows, and MAS monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that inflation hasn't been this high since 2023. Could gold be due to rise higher this year? The motley fool. Australian dollar to US dollar is trading at 0.7038, gaining 0.63% on the session. The Aussie dollar closely tracks commodity prices, especially iron ore, and Chinese growth signals. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Europe sells weapons, which are used to attack India, says Ian Jaishankar, calls out US's double standards on Russian oil purchase, Deccan Herald. US dollar to Chinese yuan is trading at 0.1479, gaining 0.17% on the session. The onshore yuan reflects PBOC daily fixings, US-China trade dynamics, and capital flow controls. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Monero prices rocket to $438 amid $120 million on-chain laundering maze. Now let us look at the macro forces behind today's currency moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. Traders are reacting to news that stock market jitters remain amid tech fears and renewed Middle East attacks. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. Equity markets are responding to reports that gold, silver ETFs tumble up to 5% as bears dominate precious metals market NDTV profit. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Europe sells weapons, which are used to attack India, says Ian Jaishankar, calls out US's double standards on Russian oil purchase, Deccan Herald. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Monero prices rocket to $438 amid $120 million on-chain laundering maze. Our near-term view on Australian dollar to US dollar. Australian dollar to US dollar is in a consolidation phase, a pattern that can precede a significant directional break. Watch the $0.7179 resistance and $0.6897 support as the boundaries of the current range. Currency markets can move fast and unexpectedly. Central bank surprises, geopolitical shocks, and data prints are the key risks to monitor. Here is your market watch list heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. If you found this analysis useful, please hit the like button, it genuinely helps us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for our daily market briefings. Drop your view in the comments, are you bullish or bearish from here? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your Forex briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily currency coverage.